Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? We're here at GenCon, just wrapping up. We're all ready to leave, but first, we are going to get the man, the myth, the legend.
Nobody does that.
Scott Dashy's second place blue-yellow Turles deck profile. Scott is the guy who always wants to take something spicy to an event, and this time he prevailed. Scott, why did you want to play blue-yellow Turles?
Okay, so for a couple months, I saw that Nick Menard in Canada was running the deck or like floating ideas around. Got me thinking, really good player. So I was like, oh, this must be an interesting deck. Then I saw this guy, Joey. He was fooling around with it, and I was like, okay. And I saw his basic list, like the shell, the rough draft, and I was like, oh, this looks really good. And then I did a couple tweaks, and I was like, this runs pretty smoothly. So I decided to take it to an event because yellow right now is really good in the meta and has a lot of answers to a lot of things.
Cool. All right, so let's take a look at the leader real quick. So the leader and the unison, basically just, the same wall of text. So why don't you explain it real quick?
So the leader plays the tree at the beginning of the game. It matters because having a unison out for free at the beginning of the game that pretty much can't die unless your opponent draws the nuts matters. You keep pumping markers at the start of every one of their turns, and you get access to all the unison cards, all the counters and certain things for free if you have a unison out. That matters a lot. This guy can self-awaken by flipping life, and when you awaken, you do draw a card when attack, but another thing that matters a lot is that you can use the fruit card for 1 yellow in Spirit Boost, or just pump randomly 1 yellow Spirit Boost to get +10. That matters in like long grindy games, and it gives another dimension to this leader.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the free unison is insane. The -2 searches for fruit itself, and the +1 just the pay yellow just to get a 10k does actually save you card advantage, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is the multicolor package. Thank you, Joey, for the ratios. Again, thank you. Like, the ratios mattered a lot. I think 6 was the good number, and I liked Zamasu's still a really good card. Really great card. I think this is the best dual land for blue-yellow, just simply because you can use it as a counterplay to trick the opponent. For example, if they play Android 17 to try to wipe your hand away, you can respond with this and tap it so they can't attack for that turn. That could slow down their pressure, and then it could win you a game or steal you a game. And then I'm just running this because of no energy exhaust. It's also big combo power. Like, if you have them at 2 life, your opponent at 2 life, and you have double strike in hand, you can literally swing at them and then combo all of these big pieces and then double strike for game. And I don't like to run Bojack because Bojack had the blue-yellow Bojack had 5 combo power and did not ignore energy exhaust except under certain circumstances. I wanted to be consistent, and just as soon as I charge blue-yellow, the whole game, all blue-yellows have no energy exhaust.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I had a list where I was playing, instead of 2 Beerus, like 2 Frost Poison, which is cool for Robotic Riposte, but I think this actually is more consistent for sure.
1 drops just Basil. Basil can close out games. If your opponent's not paying attention, you can easily, chip them down with this 19k attack twice. It draws a card. It's interesting. And it can also trigger Trunks 3-drop to just rest it, and then you can go on bigger plays with more energy that you have left over. The super combo lineup this is a staple in my opinion, is 3 Krillins, and then the secret rare, which is extremely busted.
Wins so many games when you draw it. Like, yellow is a different color when you draw this card.
Games that I've lost when testing and such. If I don't draw this, I don't always lose, but drawing this makes you pretty much win the game depending on the circumstances. Very nice. And I don't mind. I know that some people try to stall you with Turles and keep you at 5 life, 6 life, and you don't get access to these. You can still win the game because of the Spirit Boost, +10, and just other pumps with double strike and such. It makes the deck very, very versatile.
Drawing that secret rare is a little bit of RNG.
Yes, it is RNG.
RNG.
Staple.
Of course.
Negates riposte, because it costs 1. Another thing that matters a lot in this meta, Trunks Vegeta, probably the best deck in the game right now. It's very annoying, the 3-drop blocker that rests things when it's played. On the offense, you can, if you have enough extra cards in the energy and drop, you can literally just hard cast this for 1 to trigger their effect, and then you can play the Gohan Unison and go off that way. Plus, again, if your opponent's not paying attention and they're at 1 life and you just want to end the game, you can pay 1 for this, swing, and then dump your hand with like the secret rare, and then I've won some games that way too.
Yep.
I liked for this card again, active turn 1 because of this. So against Trunks Vegeta, they play the Vegeta, they're not paying attention, you rest it, on your turn you kill it by attacking into it. Joey's list, I unfortunately regret not running 4 of these. I think 4 is the right number. Three's really good. This card is amazing if it's active on turn 1, 2,
absolutely.
and beyond. This card, I like this as soon as I saw this previewed, and again, it's very important to note that this can be cast on the offense for 1 energy, because you have a unison out, and then you can Spirit Boost and kill certain things. This mattered a lot. Like you can do some crazy plays where you can negate your opponent's Trunks blocker or something with the Vegeta Final Flash, and then hardcast this for 1, just to literally rest Spirit Boost and kill it, and then you draw a card as well. Other staple, Cooler. I think Joe. I don't know if you run 3 or whatever. This is a mistake. I thought 2 was going to be enough. I sided in. As you're going to see in the sideboard, I run another one. Probably should have ran 3 in the main, but this did enough work because I sided in a third one most games.
Yeah, good thing with sideboard goes to 1 too. So most of the time you just bring it in, not a big deal.
Turles, I have a yellow Saiyan leader. This can help clear the board and also win games because of double strike.
Yep.
Obviously, staple card. This card needs to get banned. I've been saying this card needs to get banned for a long time. It's RNG. It's stupid. I don't like. It's so RNG and stupid. I lost games because of this card. Not a fair card. No skill involved. It needs to go. I just don't like. No, seriously. There's like literally no skill involved. Like this is. Other one-ofs, Overwhelm, Joey. I was thinking about other Overwhelms, but after testing, this card was really good. Actually won me a game. The untap at the end, if you don't kill them, matters a lot because you can prevent them from killing you on the crackback. And double strike matters a lot. You draw a card. Very, very good. Double strike, obviously, one of staple almost in every deck. And Poutine, I actually did not like this card. Like I almost cut this the day before the event and run another Vegeta. I wish I ran another one of these instead, or maybe another Cooler instead of this. I hardly played this. When this was played, it hardly did anything. It doesn't do anything against like Trunks.
Yeah,
Vegeta.
Trunks, Gamma, they're very good at just baiting it out.
It just doesn't matter. Yeah. Big mistake running this. I hardly played it. One game I did play it though, I actually won. Was sad, but I only played it once.
I agree. I cut this from my yellow Trunks list this weekend. I totally agree with you.
The thickness of the deck, these units in staple broken. This is the basis of the deck. You pump enough markers on here, then you drop Gohan, and then if you have the perfect setup, like if you have Cooler in hand and this and a couple of Sensu Beans, you can go off. And in some cases, I won multiple games because I had, the first turn you play is you don't do the -3. You just keep pumping markers or whatever until you get the kill turn.
Yep.
Once you get the kill turn, you have this out. You might have another one of this in hand with Sensu Beans, and you do the -3. You swing. They try to do something. You Cooler. You swing a couple more times. You can bean to pump this guy up. Then you can play another one, and you're going to do -3 again, and you can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, so this deck is, in my opinion, like the equivalent of Yellow Yardra at Goku without having to play a million unisons. You basically have a unison you start the game with. Turn 3 you get to this guy, and now you're adding blue-yellow to get the bean aspect. And bean is obviously incredible with like multi-attackers. So that's kind of the rationale for this deck, I think.
Fruit, you got to run one just because it can be used. I know it's green, but you can use it for 1 yellow, 1 Spirit Boost to get 20k and double strike. Joey pointed out that the 20k can go to any battle card as well to really steal games if your opponent's not paying attention. But the main thing is you usually want to use this with your leader to get plus 20 and double strike, close out games. This card is also broken, but I don't think this needs to get banned. I think maybe another color should get a card like this in some way to make it. I don't know. I think another color should get this that could only be usable by certain leaders or whatever. But this card is amazing. It makes the deck work and is why blue and yellow is the best color combination. Other extra cards. This card is incredible. Release from Evil. It's active turn 1 because of this. It shuts down certain meta decks and strategies. For example, if SS3 Goku, the one that untaps 3 energy, attacks you, you use this. At the end of the turn, they don't untap their energy. Gamma, same thing. If Gamma attacks you and you use this, they cannot flip 3 energy. And this also stops double strike, triple strike, and things like that. For example, you can use it. The attack goes through, but all their skills are negated, and that ruins their momentum. Obvious staple. This card might need to get banned too, just because it's gonna forever be a staple. It's too good.
Yep.
This card is really good. Helped me win multiple games this weekend. Resting battle cards matters a lot in certain matchups like Gamma, and also like random Agents of Destruction's deck and tempo decks. This helped a lot. And again, it helps trigger Bergamo and Poutine and stuff like that, and draws you a card on certain turns. This card is still amazing. negates skills. It can, when you go for the kill turn, if you have fruit and this and double strike and they're not paying attention, you swing through with your cooler, they're negate, and you double strike them for game with this, you can go to 100k plus. Amazing. And then this card, I actually don't like this card. I hardly play this card because, again, Trunks Vegeta meta, you use this, it rests the blocker. Oops. Doesn't
Yeah.
It's blah. It's, I don't know. It's good, but I cited this out a lot for other sideboard tech, but it's still a good card. Maybe not as a 2 of.
Do you think Time Magic would be better?
Yeah, Time Magic. Yeah, Danny pointed out Time Magic probably better. I probably agree because of you have Sparking. You can help lower your life to 4 life to make your super combos live, and you can stop some. You can do some funnier stuff with that because you don't always need the blocker off this.
Cool. All right, let's check out side deck.
Sideboard quickly. These sexy tokens, I know.
Yes.
Kami actually helped me win a couple games because if a Trunks Vegeta player is not paying attention to the game state and they have 4 more guys, you can play this. They have no response for this really other than to rest it. Then you pay 2 and you blow up their whole board. They start all over again. This card's good against the wide decks that play a lot of battle cards, of course.
Good against Bulma.
Good against Bulma, of course, until it gets killed by Videl. Jiren, I actually sided this in against Blue Baby, and if someone's really cocky and is running like GT Zeno combo, you can do this too. It's staple-ish, I guess. You can run a 1-of in case you play Blue Baby. Again, another kind of staple-ish card, Deborah, hand control decks. I sided in against the Cell deck, and it stops their late game pressure. Here's the cooler I was talking about. I sided in most of the games. This card is broken and also needs to get banned. I'm gonna probably push to get this banned because it's just dumb. Yellow's already really strong. Does not need a card like this. This one, the game that I lost. So in the finals, when I played Josh, he killed me. The 2 games that he beat me in the best 2 out of 3. This card was notorious.
Big deciding factor.
He just dropped it, and then again, it changes the whole tempo of the game in both favors. I beat him one of the games because I played this. It's a dumb card. Probably going to get banned in the future.
Helped you beat Mike too.
Ooh, he's asleep now. This card I didn't side in at all. Unfortunately I regret putting this in my sideboard. I never sided this in because I was afraid of either I didn't have the right matchup or I just didn't like this. And I'm going to mention at the end quickly what I would change this to.
Got it.
I sided these in. Sin Shenron on yellow, blue decks, late game, SS4 ramp. Like this card catches people off guard, it negates their unison. If you have your Gohan unison ready to go for the kill turn, and you have enough energy, if the games go long, you can play this, negate their whole board, and then -3 on Gohan and swing through, depending on the game state. And again, if you use something like this or your opponent uses one of these things, and you have a skillless battle card on board, either you or your opponent, this costs 4. It's okay. It's cool. It's cute tech. I probably cut it to 1 maybe. This actually helped me against aggro SS4 Vegeta. I actually sided this in against SS4 Vegeta to stop them from ramping early. It's okay. A negate is a negate, and this can stop the very long turns from going long and killing you. And then, of course, Tyrannical Blow, because it stops some floodgates, it stops some pressure from certain things, and it's all around a good card. It can do multiple things. It can negate something and then negate a battle card and then negate a unison. And just quickly, I would probably, I regret not running Trunks Unison. I'd probably run the 3-drop Trunks Unison against blue because you can swing twice and then clear their board. Oops. I probably should have ran that. That would have helped a lot against blue. It probably would have helped against the Trunks Vegeta matchup too, just because it applies a lot of pressure and you can chain into the Gohan for the kill turn.
Got it. Well, Scott, I know we're all very proud of you here on the Team Crossworld. So, any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Oh my God, yes. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to the whole team. Again, I mentioned Joy at the beginning about the deck list and stuff, which she definitely helped generate this deck. But the whole team, every day, even when you don't talk to them directly, like literally directly, and have any type of intimate conversation, just the hearing, reading certain things that they say and absorbing it helps me be a better player and help me form the decks that I make and such. And that's the way I go about life. So thank you, Danny, and thank you everyone else. I also want to thank Eden Salins and Mystic TCG. The guy's the man. Buy from him. And Crossworlds, you guys are the best team in the game, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. All right, Scott. We will see you next time.
See you.